Hey, it's Gary with Coin Addiction. Here we are on another cloudy day. About to go meet David, and we're going to go to what we call the Racoon field. And anyway, I'll explain why we call it that later in case you didn't see the first time we went up there. But I want to show you something real quick before I left. I just ordered some business cards, and so if you run into people on occasion and you want, maybe you're asking them about a place that they have that you'd like to go hunt, I think it'd be pretty helpful to be able to drop a card in their hand, so you know they could get in touch with you. Maybe they know somebody else they're going to ask for you, and it's just a good way to contact you, and even remind them of the name of your channel. Maybe you'll get a few new subs that way. So I ordered a few of these cards. It's just got my logo, the name of my channel. In fact, I'm on YouTube and Rumble. On the back, it's got some contact info. So anyway, I hope to hand some of these out. I'm probably not going to be door knocking anytime soon, but just people I run into, be able to hand some information to them so they can get in touch with me, find my channel. So, and it was cheap too. It was like 20 bucks or something for a couple of hundred of these. So anyway, see y'all up at the site. I'm rambling. Next time you see me, I'll be with David. Okay, we're back at it. David's got us a permission today. We are back to one of the cornfields that we've hunted in the past, and we remember what we called it?
The Racoon field.
We called it the Racoon field. And for those of you who may not have seen the last one, let's do a flashback so we can tell them, why was it called the Racoon field? I don't know if you can tell, but David has spotted a raccoon. It is sleeping up in a tree, and this is quite a ways off the ground. He sees the tracks down here too.
Yeah, he's been playing the ditch right here too.
Here with the tracks.
Actually, that's small coon track.
Well, that was a fun flashback.
Yeah.
And I think it's a little wetter today, maybe a little colder, but we know we left some stuff last time. We found a few goodies.
Yeah.
You need to watch that video if you hadn't seen it. David found a V-nickel, a mercury dime.
1899 V-nickel.
I found a couple of wheat pennies and some 1940, early 1940 nickels, and a couple of sorted things. I think it was a little warmer then too.
Yeah.
But, so anyway, we're gonna head, let me show you real quick. We're gonna head back out that way, and we'll tell you what we find when we find it. See ya. Okay, I'm shooting this one without it in the case or with the windscreen or anything, so sorry about the wind. As I was saying, before the battery died, David pointed out that these piles here have got some of the asphalt from where they, I guess, scraped it from where the homes used to be out here. So we are going to be, you know, it looks pretty out here. It's a little cool. I think it's going to warm up, but we're going to be out here somewhere. Where's the plateau, David?
Like right in here.
Okay.
Out for a while, and then down there. All that ridge down right at the edge of the real thick cut corn and this stalky corn, there was another house down there, an old, like when we looked at it, it was a 2-story house.
Okay, alrighty. Well, let's get to digging.
Let's do it.
All right, David, he just had an exciting 11-12 signal.
I sure did.
And what'd we get?
I know you ain't gonna believe this, man, but I got a pull tab.
Oh man,
Awesome one, man.
David's on the board with a pull tab. Woohoo! It's my turn. It's my turn, fun one.
It's your turn, brother.
Okay, we have some water to contend with today, as you see. But this plateau kind of drops off like right in there. David said the homes were on the edge of this plateau, so I'm going to go just beyond this water and start kind of digging out that way just before you get over the plateau, and maybe a little bit that way. So let's see what we can find. Okay, I was getting a 16-17 here. Here we go. Okay, I'm getting like a 16-17 here. All right, so I'm going to dig that. It's something I'm doing today. I've got the grandkids are watching. Some of them are. So I'm going to dedicate some digs today. And this first one is going to you, Lucas. Lucas is one of my grandkids, and he likes to watch these metal detecting digs. So I can't promise you something good, Lucas, but I'm gonna dig this first one here for you. Okay, so let's see what we find. I'll show you what I find. All right, let's see what we got in there. Okay, I don't see it yet. Whoops, let me move my knife. Okay, what is it? Well, sorry, Lucas. It looks like it's a piece of metal. Don't. Okay, now this one's going to be dedicated to Peyton. And Peyton, I'm getting like a 21. Wow, it's kind of jumping around a lot. It's like a 24, 25, 17. Well, that's jumping all over the place, but it is strong. So I'm going to dig it, and I'll show you what we got. Okay, Peyton, let me show you what we found. It's not real exciting, but it's kind of interesting. This looks like it's a piece of copper, and it actually has a little bit of some beads around the edge of it. I'm not sure, maybe that's just my imagination, but I would have to unfold that to find out exactly what it is. See that stuff around the top? Anyway, that's what we got, Peyton. Piece of copper. It sure did sound good. On to the next one. Okay, Philip, it's your turn. We're gonna see what we can find here. We got a pretty good signal. It's jumping all over the place, kinda, but it's a good, strong signal. So we're gonna see, Philip, what we got in here. I'll show you what we find. Wish me luck. Okay, Philip, you had a couple of things in here, but I'm sorry they weren't just that great. So far, I'm not finding any coins, but you had two things. You had this old nail. I don't know how old it is. It's either a nail or a screw. And then these things really sound good. They're bottle caps, and they always sound good. So we got fooled again. On to the next one. It's kind of cool out here today, isn't it? I mean, it's cool. There's my friend David over here looking. He's got the yellow jacket, but you know, it's kind of cool. We're out in this old cornfield, way out in the middle of nowhere, and it's fun. Get you a metal detector. Let's go detecting. On to the next one. Okay, Emmeline, this one's yours. I'm getting an 11-12 signal. Let me show you here. As I'm scanning over this thing, it's saying it's real shallow. It's actually a 13. Now that can be a nickel. So let me see what we get here, and I'll show you what we've got in just a minute. Hang on, don't leave. Okay, Emmeline, I'm sorry, but I think you found the same thing that Lucas got. Or I found the same thing. This was another piece of scrap. Sorry about that. Next up is going to be Ellison. Yeah, let's see what we find for Ellison. Stay tuned. Okay, Ellison, right where I've got my shovel planted, I've got a strong 11-12 signal, and that sometimes can be a nickel, and sometimes it can be junk. So Ellison, I'll show you what I got here in just a second. Stay tuned. We're going to see what's under that shovel. What is it? happened to my signal? It's a piece of a pull tab. Sorry, Ellison. It looks like you got a piece of a pull tab. I'll frame it for you, okay? On to the next one. Well, I've got a signal here about to dig. It's like a 15-16 or something, but I'm seeing some good signs that we might be in the right area. There's some pieces of brick here. So that's a good sign that you're around the old home. There's another piece of brick. So I'm going to dig this signal and see what I got in yon hole. Okay, I'm not positive what this is, but it sure did ring up good. It feels like a big chunk of lead. I don't know, it looked like rock when I first brought it out, but it's definitely creating some noise there. So big chunk of lead, I think. Guys, look how high these corn stalks are. It's making it a little bit of an issue to swing very. I mean, I guess if they're very tall at all, it makes it hard, but these are kind of on up there. They're waist high or higher. So anyway, David's still over there trying to get something. Don't know if he's found a corn or not. He'll usually shout at me if he finds something cool. There are a lot of gunshots in the distance. Somebody's out there hunting today. Well, here's something that's kind of cool. I just dug this out of this hole. It was giving a really strong, like a high 20s signal. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is the corner of a license plate from 1973. So that's coming up on a 50-year-old license plate. Not ancient, but I tell you what, that was all bent together, and it took a lot of effort to unbend that and clean it up. But anyway, that's kind of cool. Okay, as I was saying before I got a phone call, I think I found a button. It may be one of those buttons that David likes so much. It's a coverall. I'll let David.
Maybe
David can do a cleanup.
Yeah, we're gonna need to do a cleanup. Let me see.
Go ahead. This is called teamwork here.
Team cleaning. Okay, it's got some verbiage on it. Can you make that out?
Oh no, I wish it was a military button. I've never found one of those. We'll do it this way. There. I think we're going to change locations. We've got, let me see. Me and David have found two not cool things, but we found, I found diddley. What'd you find?
Squat.
Okay, so we got diddley and squat covered. So we may be going to another location. And
the corn stalks are killing us, y'all.
Y'all just hang in there. There's a brick right there. A big old brick.
I turned it over.
But we'll probably see y'all at the next location. We may heat just a little bit more here, and then I think we're going to go get us some lunch because we are starving. We have been working hard. See y'all in a minute. Okay. Well, hey guys. Do we look happier? Well, we are, because we just ate. We just downed some Subway sandwiches. We won't tell you how big they were, but we had some good fellowship, had some good food, and we are refreshed. And we are once again at Rick's Field, we call it, or something like that. You saw us here a couple of videos ago.
Found Civil War buttons in this field, guys.
The video that says cornfield? No, coinfield.
I know it.
Go back and watch it.
My coil has shrunk since we've been out here.
We are still
Just kidding.
It's itty bitty. So we're going to try to satisfy our corn addiction here. We did not do it at the last field, like we said earlier. We got diddly squat.
We may
I found one little button you'll see later, but other than that, I guess we'll just have to show you what we find when we find it.
Satisfy our Civil War button.
And our Civil, Civil War anything. I don't have anything.
It's coming.
That's Civil War. It's on my bucket list, though. Stay tuned. Well, good news is I've got coin addiction satisfied. Bad news is it's just a regular old penny, and I don't know the date on it, but it's probably 82 or earlier because it's kind of eaten up. But at least we found one. That rang up like a 21, 22 or something like that. Let's hope we find something older. Well, that's an 1112 signal, piece of tin can. The 1112, which can be a nickel, signals today just refuse to be coins. That's all we've been finding today with that signal. On to the next one. Whew. I tell you what, this may be one of our last digs. I got 2627 at the base of yon shovel, and we're going to see what it is. And when we come back, I'll either have a happy face or a sad face. Okay, this may be the last one of the day, and it was a 27. Boy, it sounded good. But you know what? We have just been kind of haunted with this stuff today. Hang on one second. I think David's got something. Let's go see what he got. Okay, David's got something here.
I hope it's a, well, it's a penny.
Do we have
I can't tell you if it's a wheat just yet.
Do we have coin addiction satisfied?
It's awful red. I bet it's not a... I bet you it's not a wheat. I don't know.
Well, at least it's kind of intact.
Yeah, look at that sucker, man. It's been in that ground for a long time. Let's try to wipe this side off.
Hang on, let me see if I can put my...
Ooh, it's going to take some cleanup on that joker.
What do you think? Is it
I
wheatish?
don't know. But there's some of that metal in the ground that rings up real good. This stuff right here. Look at that, Gary. That's that weird lead stuff.
I'm going to bet this is a wheat. Wow. Let's look at it at the truck.
Yeah.
Would you be opposed to the whistler being called about now?
If he wouldn't hurt my feelings. But look, we need to remember this right here. We need to see across this front right here.
Okay.
We need to come back here.
So you think this was the front of the building? I didn't find anything.
There were several houses right across this
I didn't think anything out that way.
We'll go from here to, you know, across this frontage here. You'll see a high spot. It was right over in there, where there was a house and then a barn was behind it. Some of them were just small houses.
Okay. Would you call the whistler for us?
I think he's coming. Hear him?
No, that's a siren. Oh, look, that's a cop.
Yeah.
Okay, whistler, see if you can outdo that. All right, there he goes.
There he goes.
Well, not the cop, but we got battling sirens. We got the whistler whistling while the siren's going by. But we're going to see you back at the truck, and we'll see what we got for all our hard work today. I don't even know if I'm in camera.
We took a beating today.
We had fun. Okay, here we go. We're ready to do the wrap up. You know, we worked really hard today, didn't we?
We really did, Gary.
We worked really hard. We had a little bit of success. It was kind of late in the day and on the second site, but as usual, we still had fun.
Yeah, we did.
We got out and got to flip some dirt. So as the whistler just told y'all, we are moving into our wrap up, and we call it the good, the clad, and ugly. We had a little bit of each today. We had a lot of ugly.
Yeah, we had a lot of ugly.
But we'll get to the, I'll let David go first today, and just kind of tell us, what were you able to squeeze out of the earth today?
Well, I mean, and I didn't find this, man. I found one penny, and we believe it's a wheat penny.
I think surely it's got to be, although we can't.
I do see the little linking on this side. We can't quite make it out. I'm just going to do definitely a good cleanup on that, figure out what that is. Found this little brass cap. I think it's the end of a cap on like maybe a gas line or something. You'd sweat it on there.
Okay.
Found a bunch of good trash. Found a few things that are, I'm going to try to clean some of them, find out what some of these are. That may be some kind of watch or clock part or something. This rang out really good, and it's just a little solid, heavy little square. I found a gas valve out there way out in the field.
Was that here or the other side?
That was here.
Okay.
Sure did.
That doesn't look like enough trash.
Found
for
two
two sites.
Part of the kid's
Okay.
gun.
That was here.
Found the other one. That was in the other field.
Oh, it was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's right at the end.
Revolver part for the kid's toy gun too. And you got to find a pull. You got to find a pull tab.
Yay! Well, I'll tell you what. We did not have much luck today with the nickel signals. Just like reminds me of the one where we went to the old school the other day. Yeah. Every nickel signal ended up being canned slaw. All right, well, let me show you what I found. I have a button here. I'll get a close-up view of that. It says something special. We're not sure what it says. I'm gonna clean it up and figure out what the rest of it is. But I guess cool. It's like some overall button. This will go on the fence of fame. That rang up so pretty. Here's some nice blue. It's a surface find, or yeah, it was on the surface. Nice blue piece of. It looks green now. Nice blue piece of glass. That was either an axe head or just a wedge dealie. I found, believe it or not, on this field, a 2005 penny.
That fell out of the farmer's pocket for sure.
Lucky me, I found something that current. I knew it is because it's so eaten up. I knew it was post 1982.
Tell them about your license plate thing that you found. That's really cool.
Well, the ugly stuff. I guess one of the most interesting things I found was a 50-year-old corner of a license plate.
And he found the part that actually has the date on it.
Maybe even back then they were people were going around clipping off the corners.
Oh, wow.
They make that a little harder now. All this stuff here was good, 26, just some really good signals to get this stuff. I found I think it was like a door handle off of a screen door or something. That was really good and heavy. All this stuff rang up. We kept finding these rock-looking things that rang up good. I guess it's lead as well. Various bottle caps and things like that. So we didn't find a whole lot today, but you know what? A bad day digging is better than a good day working.
The weather's been so ugly, man. It was fun just finally being able to get out of the house.
Yeah.
It wasn't, either. Here it's been like stupid 70 degrees and raining, or it'll be 20 degrees.
So as you can see, there's no shortage of water on the ground. My shoes are soaked from just the last few minutes, but anyway, I guess next time we'll probably get to another field. We may be at a special location. We want to make sure that we can get that permission before we tell you about it, but we may be a little bit south of here. Next time.
Further south than we normally.
Yeah, we hope we could do it. Maybe we could find some Civil War stuff.
Yeah.
Me finally found my first Civil War something. Anyway, as usual, thanks for tuning in and spending a little bit of your time with us. We hope y'all have a great dig on your next one. And I want to say this one more time. I've said it a couple of times in videos, but if you're a metal detectorist or detector person, and you found some cool finds, but you just don't want to mess with doing a YouTube channel, send them to my email. It's in the description below, and we will post them for you. We'll show the world what you've been finding.
Yeah, and put your name on there, and we'll show what you've been
finding. Hey, it's got to be as good as some of this stuff.
Oh, yeah, man.
So anyway, just share your cool stuff with us, and we'll share it with the world. So anyway, y'all take care till next time. Bye.